Today, I'm going to talk about Voigtlander NOKTON 35mm f1.4. Hey, what's up everyone? You good? This is Hyunmin John from HMJ Photography. Mostly every week, I post videos about cameras and photography in English, Japanese, and Korean. So, if you happen to stumble across my videos where I'm speaking in some other languages like this one, 恋に落ちてしまったと言っても過言ではない, or like this one, 사랑에 빠졌다고 해도 과언이 아닌, there definitely is an English version of the same video, so please watch that one. So today, I'm gonna talk about a fantastic camera lens that I completely fell in love with, and that is this Voigtlander NOKTON 35mm f1.4. Please take a look at these photos because I shot every one of them with this lens. So, what I really love about this lens is that, first of all, it's super small, and also it's sharp enough for everyday use, and most of all, it's very cheap compared to other Leica M-mount lenses that are 35mm f1.4. The more famous and the more popular 35mm f1.4 Leica M-mount lens would be the Leica Zumilux 35mm. But let me tell you a secret. Leica lenses are expensive. Okay, no. It's no secret that Leica lenses are expensive. I've never used Leica Zumilux before, but I'm sure that it's a fantastic, dreamy lens. But to be honest, it's so expensive that I can only dream about using that lens. But guess what? With this Voigtlander lens, I have it. The lens you have is better than the lens you don't have. Yes. This Voigtlander NOKTON is much cheaper than Leica Zumilux, but that doesn't mean that this lens is just a crappier, cheaper version of Zumilux. I really think that this lens is very capable, and I really think that this is a fantastic little lens. There are two types of this lens, and one is single-coated and another is multi-coated. Multi-coated versions are more neutral, and single-coated versions, they say, are it has more classical, kind of like old lens kind of looking. And I wanted something more neutral, so I got the multi-coated version. I personally think that this lens is perfect for street photography because, as I said, it's so small, so it's very easy to take it around with you anywhere. To be honest, ever since I got this lens is almost like a body cap for my Leica M10. And most of all, because the f-stop can go down all the way to 1.4, even when you don't have a lot of lights, you can still take decent pictures with this. To be completely honest, if they had 28mm NOKTON, I probably would have chosen that one. But I really like this 35mm lens too, and a lot of people say that 35mm focal length is what your eyes are actually seeing. When the lens is wide open at f1.4, of course it's a little bit soft, but when you crank up the f-stop to around maybe 2.8 or 4 onwards, it becomes very sharp and very nice. Of course, you can see some vignetting around the edges, but no lenses are perfect. And like, think about how like you can use a 35mm f1.4 lens at a very cheaper price point. I think that's something that you can just deal with. Overall, I think this is a fantastic lens that I really love. So if you're thinking about getting one but not so sure, I would recommend you to get one. It's a fantastic lens with some quirks and perks, but I'm really sure that you would enjoy using this lens. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time.